should you scout for Sina and Glaceon? Are they any good? Well, guys, just a quick video for everyone since, well, it's late. And this sync pair is the 4th out of 8 new sync pairs coming for the month of November 2024. This sync pair is a Poke Pair. She is a sprint or ice type sprint sync pair with the EX role of Special Strike. So if you have a strike roll cake and you give it to her, you can unlock her EX roll, which will hit everyone when you use your sync move. So this sync pair is a Poke Pair. That means if you scout for her, on the 1st to 4th multi-pull, you will be getting a sprint move candy coin. On the 4th, on the 5th multi-pull, you will get a Super Awakening candy. So as you might know, Super Awakening is the brand new mechanic of Pokemon Masters. You need 5 copies in order to unlock Super Awakening for your Pokefairs. And then 6th to 9th multi, you will be getting 2 sprint move candy coins per multi-pull. And on the 10th multi-pull, you will be getting another Super Awakening candy, just if you have her 5 out of 5. Or you can give this to any other sync pairs, Pokefairs that have Super Awakening unlocked. You can give your Super Awakening candy and power them up in various ways. Now, the moment you're able to get her, every single time you're able to get her in a single or a multi-pull, you will also be getting 4 strike roll cake coins, as well as 4 5-star power-ups, which you can give to her or you can give to other sync pairs, and then you need 20 of those strike roll cake coins to exchange for a strike roll cake to unlock her or some other sync pairs EX rolls. So with that, let's take a look at her kit right now. And as you can see over here, she has quite a decent special attack stat at 410. Speed stat is fine, HP stat is fine, defense stat is, well, fine. And as you can see also, if you EX roll her attack stat and special attack stat goes up by 40. So that means her special attack stat at level 150 will become 450. And her stats will be multiplied by 1.1 times if you decide to give her the Super Awakening 1 out of 5. And then those moves will just go higher, or her stats, her moves, her attacks will go higher depending on how high her Super Awakening is. And then as for her passive skills, you have N3 special attack up and evasiveness up 4. At the start of the battle, your special attack stat goes up by 4. Your evasiveness goes up plus 4. So that means hopefully you get to evade some of the opponent's attacks. And then you have hit, bury MP down, and special boost up 3-9. Whenever you use any attack for her, and that means you either use Ice Beam or Beautiful Ice Wind, her buddy move, you get to reduce 1 MP of her Citrus Berry. And aside from this, you will be getting special moves up next effect by 3 stat ranks. That will power up your next attack by 120% or 1.2 times in addition to the normal damage. But then, Citrus Berry is kind of good because it gets to recover an ally's HP by 20%. And if you decide to just attack, you know, you get to waste your berry and stuff like that. But anyway, you also have your third passive skill aside from the first Super Awakening passive. First berry MP 0, sync move or sync countdown down 3. The first time your Citrus Berry's MP goes down to 0, you get to reduce your sync move countdown minus 3. And that means your sync move is going to be quicker. You know, you get to bring that sync move quicker down. And we're going to that Super Awakening passive soon. But you also have Ice Beam as your normal attack. You have Beautiful Ice Wind. And this will unlock when your evasiveness is raised. That means at the start of the battle, you already, bring out Beautiful Ice Wind. And you can decide to just use Beautiful Ice Wind all throughout. It does not have any MP. And it will hit every single opponent. And it will it will not be deactivated at any time, and then it will bypass opponent's passive skill. So if the opponent has some irritating passive skills that reduce the damage, it will ignore. It will also ignore vigilance. It will also ignore the target's enduring effect. It will also lower the opponent's speed and accuracy -1 every single time you use Beautiful Ice Wind. And then it will not be subject to the AoE penalty. So if there are multiple opponents versus one opponent, the damage will be similar. No worries about that. So Beautiful Ice Wind, you can just use this immediately at the start of the battle. Just keep using Beautiful Ice Wind, Beautiful Ice Wind, Beautiful Ice Wind, Beautiful Ice Wind. Every single time you use it, remember, because of her passive skill, you will reduce your or rather, you will reduce your MP for your Citrus Berry, but then you get to power up your Beautiful Ice Wind or your Ice Beam by 1.2 times extra. That means 2.2 times damage. And it will be stronger. And yeah, that's that. And you have one more, which is your trainer move. You will reduce your sig move countdown -2 when you use Au revoir. And then it will raise your critical hit rate by 3. It will also raise your special moves up next by 2. You can use this for your first move, and then you follow it up with Beautiful Ice Wind, Beautiful Ice Wind, Beautiful Ice Wind. And there you go, guys. You have a multiplier built in for your sync move, which is the higher your special attack stat is, the stronger your sync move is gonna be. I like this. But then remember that you cannot max out your special attack stat this way, just without the sync grid and everything, because you only get to raise your special attack stat +4. And in order to max this out, you need +6. Now, as a sprint unit, once you use your sync move for the very first time, you get to lower your sync move countdown -3. That aside, remember that you can also reduce your sync move countdown -3 once your berry MP goes down to 0. So 2 ways of reducing that. And then if you unlock her EX roll, you get to hit every single opponent. Now, as for her Super Awaken passive, remember you can only unlock this by getting 5 copies of her plus using 5 Super Awakening candies, or converting 5 yellow move candies, or converting 5 or 3 or whatever mix of sprint move candies to unlock her, to convert to Super Awakening candies and stuff like that. But if you're able to do that, at the start of the battle, you will be bringing in Ice Zone, and then at the start of the battle as well, you will raise your special moves up next effect by 3, and then it will also give you an enduring effect. That's it. I find this passive, or this Super Awakening passive, really boring. I mean, if it is Ice Zone every single time you sync using her, I would love that. But just at the start of the battle, Ice Zone and nothing else. It does not even extend the Ice Zone. Kind of mediocre in my opinion. And then just gives you a special moves up next effect +3 at the start of the battle. If it's like every single turn, I mean, that would be great. Enduring effect is kind of very, very typical and not really anything impressive in my opinion. So that's that. I do not think that it's worth it giving her the Super Awakening passive at 5 out of 5 Super Awakening. Maybe for the stats, maybe for the damage, you can go 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. But for the Super Awakening passive, I don't think it's really worth it. So, you have your Lucky Cookie for her exclusive from her event. You have Impervious. Your stats cannot be lowered. At 1 out of 5, you got Dauntless, you got Fast Runner, you got Snow Shelter. 2 out of 5, you got Au revoir, Brain Gain 9 for special moves up next effect. You got Ice Beam, Move Gauge Refresh, Natural Remedy, Quick Cure, Citrus Berry, Master Healer 1. That is if you decide to use Citrus Berry for recovery rather than for powering up for those special moves up next effect. Trip Up 9 is kind of good because you have an AoE attack to lower everyone's speed stat. But remember that Beautiful Ice Wind can already reduce everyone's speed stat. So this just speeds up the reduction even more. And Unflappable prevents you from flinching. 3 out of 5 gives you blind spot, another multiplier. The higher your evasiveness is raised, the stronger your sync move is gonna be. And remember, your evasive stat is raised by 4 at the start of the battle. So that's nice. And then at 3 out of 5 as well, you get entry team evasiveness up 2. At the start of the battle, everyone's evasiveness will go up +2, which means your own evasiveness will be up +6. That's maximum damage for blind spot. If you got grand entry 2 as well, that will also max out the damage from your built-in sync move multiplier. So 3 out of 5, maximum sync move damage. Hunter's Instinct, the lower the opponent's speed stat is, which you can lower by getting Trip Up 9 or just using Beautiful Ice Wind. The stronger your attacks are gonna be, Ice Beam, Hostile Environment 4 just raises the chance of freezing the opponent if you use Ice Beam. And then Team First Super Sync. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I've seen this passive or this thing out, which means when you use your sync move for the very first time, every single one of your sync pairs will have a super effective up next effect. Not just you, your entire team. And yes, I think this is the first time I've seen this. And paired up with her Sprint EX roll, which speeds up the next sync move, it will be nice to power up your next sync pair, the whoever sync pair that you will use for sync move. That will help power up your sync move for the damage. So that's that. 3 out of 5 also gives you 4 sync move power up tiles for your sync move. And then, this is a Poke Fair, so you have 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5, get First Aid 4 to recover some health. Soften Up 1, so that your sync move will most likely always be a crit. And 5 out of 5 is this first sync move, Restore Berry MP1. After you use your sync move for the very first time, you will restore 1 MP for your berry. For another 3 stat ranks of special moves up next effect, that's another 120% increase in damage. Or recovery, a little bit of recovery more. But the other one is kind of okay. Hit special defense down to 9. Whenever you hit an opponent, you get to lower their special defense -2. And paired up with her body move, which hits everyone, it will not only lower the opponent's evasiveness, not only lower the opponent's speed stat. Let me just confirm that it's evasiveness and not accuracy. Sorry, it's speed and accuracy. So not only will it lower the opponent's accuracy, not only will it lower the opponent's speed stat, but it will also lower the opponent's special defense. And that means your next attack, your next Beautiful Ice Wind, or any other special attack will be stronger, stronger, and stronger. And that is Sina and Glaceon. As an evolution, I kind of, Pokemon Masters gave us these evolutions. Not everyone, but most of the variety scouts bring in their zones every single time you use their sync move. In fact, you have a free-to-play Glaceon with an egg event that's also returning with access to Ice Wish. And I just wish that this can bring in Ice Wish or Ice Zone without even bothering to unlock her EX roll. But aside from that, this sync pair is kind of nice. AoE Ice type damage. Crit, yes, easy. Easy to max out her special attack stat. Easy to max out her evasiveness stat. She's gonna be evasive. Her defense is not exactly that perfect, but every single time you get to attack the opponent, not only you lower your opponent's speed stat, but you also lower the opponent's accuracy, and paired up with the increased evasiveness, you're probably gonna evade an attack here and there. But that aside, for me, there's nothing too crazy about this sync pair. Sina is, I guess, kind of popular in XY, as well as she made an appearance in Sun and Moon games, so kind of in some way popular, as well as Dexio. And if, she's your favorite, go for it. Definitely. If she's not your favorite, well, December, there might be a master fair. In fact, I think every single December there's a master fair, starting with Renegade Cynthia came quite some time ago. There might not be a master fair. There might be an arc suit instead. Or there might be both. And aside from that, save your Super Awakening candies because batch 2 of the Super Awakening Poke Fairs might come soon. So, that's that. I think I've shared my thoughts enough for this sync pair. Not too crazy about this kit. Helpful, yes, but nothing exactly spectacular, game-changing, metaing whatsoever about this sync pair. And definitely, for me at least, not worth of the Super Awakening passive. 5 out of 5. Definitely not. I've seen people Super Awaken their Poppy, and Poppy is like the whatchamacallit, the Gigaton Hammer something, the buddy move, 720 base power. And after seeing that, I kind of want to Super Awaken my Poppy now. But that aside, I think it's better to wait since we're at the middle of the month and the data mine should not be that far away. But until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As for rating this sync pair, it's kind of difficult. I think I would rate this sync pair a 7, 7.5. Maximum 8, nothing higher than 8 for me. And yeah, that's it. My voice is kind of, I'm not exactly feeling well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna end now. If you want to support me, coffee.com/spilgum or become a member of my channel by clicking on the join button. And until then, I will see you. And hopefully I get better very soon. That's it. Bye-bye.